All right. Hi, my name is Jessica Snowden. I am a managing market mentor with Monat, and I'm super excited to talk to you guys tonight. I actually been in Monat since October the 7th, 2014. So that was around launch time. Found out about Monat just by Julie Stevens. Everybody knows who that is. She was posting, she was in another company, the same company that I was in, and actually even Christina. And she was posting about this amazing product. Actually, she got to launch in Miami, and I was just very interested in what she had in front of her. She actually got to go to Miami, and I was like, what's going on? So just a little bit about myself. I'm actually an RN, been an RN for 11 years, worked postpartum, labor and delivery, home health, pretty much you name it, I've been in it, cardio, all kinds of stuff. So we've all kind of been there. Did labor and delivery at a very busy hospital. So I always said, if I could do that, I can do anything. If anybody's labor and delivery, they understand, or emergency. But just fell in love with nursing as fact as taking care of people, just like all of us. You know, that's why you become a nurse, to take care of people. You care about people. And I think a lot of nurses are yellow personalities. They're very servant minded. And so I was very wore out being a mom. I have 3 kids, and I was actually, at the time I found Monat, was working 50 hours a week in a clinic job for a cardiologist, traveling 1 hour one way, 1 hour home. So just really like not a lot of time with my kids. And so just praying for something, and God knew exactly what was going to happen. So I was introduced to Monat. It came up on my Facebook feed, and if, like all of us, we stalk that, right? So I stalked her for a little bit and was like, okay, tell me more about this stuff. And she woke me up about 6 a.m. in the morning one morning and said, hey, just tell me about this stuff. And all day she told me all about it and goes, oh my gosh, this is an amazing opportunity. Well, I had never tried the product, didn't even put it on my hair. Okay, I saw the opportunity part and was like, okay, sign me up. So got in, jumped in, and it completely changed my hair. I had I say lion mane. It was just very frizzy and could never do anything with it. Always would have it up in a ponytail, no matter what. Never can really flat iron, just kind of between frizzy and straight, no in between. And really needed something to control it. I tried all kinds of products. Nothing really ever helped until Monat. Started using the product, and it's completely just changed the texture of my hair. I could actually do something with it. Doesn't take very long to do it with, and it grows a lot faster. So it's been an amazing product just with that. And then I have a 7-year-old daughter, and like every one of us, she would cry in the morning because of all the tangles, and started using the Monat, the Renew system on her, and it completely changed our mornings. So made it a lot better. So, but you know, just fell in love with the opportunity, started sharing it, and was able, about a year of sharing the opportunity and just sharing the, you know, building my team. I was able to walk away from my full-time RN job in a year. And then after that year, it's been, like I said, it's been 28 months since I started Monat, and now I get to be able to be at home and just do something I absolutely love. But I also get to do nursing on the side because I want to do it, not because I have to. And there's a difference there. It changes everything when you get to do something because you love it, not because you have to because of a paycheck. So that's what has allowed me to be able to do that. So making, you know, just as much, like almost 3 times as much as I was making as an RN is pretty incredible, and getting to meet awesome people just like that are on this call tonight. So it's been a blessing for me and my family. Get to do all kinds of stuff that I never thought I would do. I'm actually an introvert. So if you meet me, I'm very awkward in person. And I actually don't really like to be up in front of the room. I'm like in the back of the room kind of person. But Monat's allowed me to step out of my comfort zone and do more and more and more. So it's been an amazing. I say that direct sales allows me to be the person that I've always wanted to be. So the mom I've always wanted to be. So, and the wife that my husband deserves. So it's been a blessing all around. Okay. So that's a little bit about my story and just where I've come from, and how Monat's blessed me. You know, I absolutely love the fact that I can go pee when I want. Don't have to, you know, your bladder's like huge when you're a nurse. I'm not gonna lie. Right? All of us have a huge bladder because of being a nurse. So, yeah, you give me a hands up for that one, right? So, and then actually get to take lunch when you want. So that's really cool too. Oh man. So yeah, so that's been a blessing for me. Yeah, everybody's laughing because they're like, yes. And so anyway, so I'm going to talk about.
You're like, oh my gosh.
Yes, exactly.
It's like, oh gosh, it's 2 a.m. and I haven't peed yet.
And I haven't peed, yeah. And you're like watching your water intake because you're like, okay, is my bladder going to be too full for this? So this shift, yeah. Especially in labor delivery, because it was like someone have to watch your patient because you never know, they may deliver a baby when you're in the bathroom, so you're like, please, can you just hold off? So yeah, it was crazy. So all right, guys, well, that's enough about me. I'm going to go ahead and just share what Monat is. Who is it? Okay, you're probably wondering, like, someone sent this to you, you're like, what is Monat and why do I want to get involved? Well, we are all passionate about it. That's why we're on here. Every one of us has a unique story and what Monat's done for us, okay? And I absolutely love to share about what it is. So it's an anti-aging hair care company, okay? It's naturally based, and it has a limitless opportunity. Now, what does that mean? Well, Monat, when it came on the scene, it created a new market segment, okay? So that means that there was no other anti-aging hair care line out there. So whenever Monat came on the scene, it created its own segment, okay? So we're the first. And I always love that because I don't know, probably all of these girls that are on this call can understand what I say, but when I go out and I see people's hair and it's like crazy, needs help, I go, they need Monat, right? I mean, all of us do that. Okay, so that's because, and I don't think you've done that with any other shampoo, right? You're not like, well, they need Tresemme, right? No, like it's just Monat is changing the way we look at people's hair because it can help it. I just got home from a Meet Monat shampoo and wine and wash, and it's amazing. Every time I see these products work, it's just incredible. So it's a new market segment, okay? No need to change people's buying habits because every one of us, raise your hand if you know someone that washes their hair or needs hair, okay? Every one of us can raise our hand, right? Because people buy shampoo, okay? This is word of mouth, and it's a social marketing company, okay? So what does that mean? I always love this example because everybody knows the lady from that put the Chewbacca mask on. Okay, everybody knows that, right? She completely changed her life in one day, okay? She put on this Chewbacca mask, and if you haven't seen the video, then you're not on social media because it went viral, and it had more views on it ever on Facebook Live, okay? She was just a mom, and she came and put a mask on Chewbacca and just laughed for about 3 minutes, and it completely changed her life from that moment on, okay? Because it was perfect for social marketing. Basically, everybody went out and bought a Chewbacca mask. It sold out in Kohl's the next day, and Kohl's paid her a lot of money because of that. That's one of those prime examples of loving something and sharing it, okay? So that's what we're doing. We're just loving on a shampoo and sharing about it and getting commission from that, all right? Every one of us does it every single day. Something we love, we share on Facebook, okay? I mean, that's just what it is. But we get paid to do this. So that's really awesome, okay? Now, it's a $40 billion marketplace with a projected growth to be $59 billion in the next 3 years, okay? So it's a huge piece of pie, all right? And Monat's the first to do direct sales in it. So that's a big piece of pie, and I want a piece. I don't know about you guys, okay? In our first year, we wanted to do $1 million in sales because we were a startup company. And just like any startups, we wanted to do $1 million just to get off the ground, okay? But guess what? Instead of just $1 million, we did 25 million. Huge. Companies like Instagram, all right? and Uber. Those kinds of companies are in that range. It's a big deal. So we did quite a bit of sales in that first year, and we're still growing way above they thought what we do. So it's pretty amazing. We actually did 1.7 million in one day on Black Friday and broke the internet. So incredible sell. And we did that in one day. So it's pretty awesome how we did one day. We wanted to do 1 million in a year. So pretty awesome. Everybody loves our product. Okay. It's a ground floor opportunity. I would say it's even a basement floor. Okay. And it has a well-established sister company in Venezuela, South America, with 15 years of experience. So they know what they're doing. The Urdanetas know what they're doing. And it has presence in 5 countries. So it's a multi-million, multinational company that they've been able to do. So they know what they're doing. And that's a skincare line called Ludine. Okay? So that's kind of enough about who Monat is. Okay? And I'm going to introduce a girl that I actually got to meet prior to Monat in our other company. She's amazing. She actually got to walk away from her job as a pediatric nurse. And I remember meeting her for the first time. She is amazing, just leader, just to watch her grow. It's been phenomenal. You know, being a leg beside her to see her growth has been awesome. She's also from Oklahoma, just like me. So we're Oklahoma gals. And she is definitely a blessing to me and just getting to watch her. So I'm excited to introduce Christina Mercer. She's going to talk about her story and then why Monat. So we'll go ahead and I will turn it over to Christina.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jessica. Well, I'm really excited to be on this call tonight. I was a little bit nervous. I've never done one of these, and I don't know about if you guys, but Facebook Live freaks me out. So this is kind of the same thing, and I'm like, what are we doing? But I'm really excited to be here, and I'm super excited to get to share my story with you guys. So I'm sorry my dogs are barking, but I apologize in advance for that. So anyways, I'm going to tell you kind of why I started with Monat. Back in September of 2014, I was contacted by my friend Kyla. And, you know, at the time, I wasn't really looking for anything like this. I was in another company, like Jessica had said, and I was happy doing what I was doing. I thought I was happy being a nurse, but life came, and it kind of, I was actually involved in a car accident, and I had to end up missing a lot of work. And so, long story short, I ended up really starting to pray for an opportunity about 6 months before Monat came into my life. And, you know, when the opportunity slapped me in the face, I didn't realize it. I actually told Kyla no. And I hung up with her and I'm like, she is out of her mind. What is she talking about? She is a hairdresser. This is awesome for her. I'm a nurse. This does not fit for me. Well, little did I know she was going to call me 2 hours later and practically force me to just jump into the opportunity. And I thought, you know what, let's give it a shot. What do I have to lose at this point? So I was really struggling because of the car accident that I was in. I had a lot of medical bills come in, and I actually had to miss a lot of work. And I remember I went in for my review, and they gave me a 20-cent raise. And I don't know if you guys can relate with that, but for me, I was like, 20 cents? They're basically putting 20 cents on what my worth is. And that's what changed me. That's why I ended up saying yes to this opportunity, because I wanted to be able to have a better lifestyle. You know, honestly, I wanted to be my own boss, and I never thought that it was going to be a possibility to do so. But Monat is a vehicle to make that happen. So I jumped in head first. I, like Jessica, didn't try product. I came in pre-launch. So I actually didn't even get my products for a couple weeks. I didn't have a website. I knew nothing. I didn't know. Seriously, I gave them money and I was like, I don't know what I just signed up for, but I'm praying that it's going to work. So 6 weeks into joining the company, I had literally contacted so many people. And I had tripled my income in 6 weeks, guys. And I walked in and I fired my boss. And I said, never again will somebody put a dollar sign on what my worth is. And so walking in and actually getting to fire my boss was the most amazing feeling. I love my boss. So if she's watching this, I love her dearly. But I was sick and tired of having to go and, like Jessica was saying, it's funny, you know, we didn't get to go to the bathroom. but it's true. We also never got lunches. And, you know, we really worked really hard for, so getting to actually walk in and fire my boss was an amazing feeling to do. And so here I am a little over 2.5 years later. I'm getting to do so many things. Monat's taken me on vacations. I've gone to New York City during Christmas time. Now for the very first Meet Monat event that they had. Let's see, what else did I do? I've gone to the Bahamas. I mean, seriously, they just wine and dine you, leadership councils, things like that. So it's pretty amazing what they do for us as a family with Monat. And I just am excited to get to share it with everybody. So I tell everyone it's done wonders for my hair. I'm not kidding you. My hair was fried before Monat. I colored it. I would change it from dark to blonde to purple at times. And this has really been a saving grace for me. So the product's amazing. And I just got a free Cadillac this past month. So I am just jumping for joy at the opportunity of getting to do this full time. And I always tell people, I'm like, you know, don't think too small, because there's so many ways out there that we can bless people, not in nursing. And don't think so small. Think of a big picture. Think of the huge way that you can help other people, and getting that phone call and your friend saying, you know, because of you, I'm completely debt free. It was an amazing feeling. So anyways, I wanted to share with you guys too. So Jessica and I have been in this company for a little while, but we're not geniuses. This little guide right here is what we call our Dare to Succeed guide. So we are actually just reading word for word off of this. So anybody can do this. It's that simple. So I'm going to, real quick, I hear a little background noise. If one of you guys could check to make sure that you put it out, just so we don't have any extra noise or anything like that. It's someone in a car. I don't like this. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started with why Monat. I told you a little bit about why I chose Monat, but here's some really amazing facts too, just about our business itself. So we have a consumable product line. So all of our products, people don't have to change their buying habits. They're always buying shampoo. So this is just another form of buying shampoo, and they can actually get it shipped to their house. So we also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. And with that money-back guarantee, we have had a less than 1% return rate on all of our products. So that says a lot about our product. You know, I always tell people, I'm like, I talk about the business because it has truly, truly blessed my family, but the products sell themselves. So we don't really have to do much of anything. But also we have clinically proven ingredients. And so all of these ingredients, you know, we're naturally and botanically based. And so, and it's proven, you know, by so many other researchers that our products do exactly what they say they're going to do. We are made in the USA. We're made out of Miami, Florida, and we own our own factory as well. It's called R&D Labs. And they basically manufacture all of our products. They also manufacture other products as well. So we always have our products on hand. We're never on back order or anything like that. So that ensures that our company is not going anywhere, because that was my number one concern when I got into the business. I'm like, okay, how are they not going to go under? You know, well, just like Jessica said, they have another company in Venezuela too that, you know, they've been in business for 15 years now. And so knowing that we have our own laboratory and we do our own, you know, manufacturing and everything, that was a huge, huge factor for me when I was looking at this opportunity. You also don't have to carry any inventory or anything like that. So there's no deliveries that we have to make. I know I've been in other companies before where I had to deliver all of these products, and it was like, oh, I don't have time for that. You know, I'm working hard enough to try and sell the product. So they actually ship it directly to our clients. So we don't even have to touch the product. I do carry some on hand just to make sure that I have some in case someone needs some, or if I run out, because I can't go without my Monat. We also have a super awesome compensation plan, including the 3-tier car program as well. So it really, truly, I'm telling you, this comp plan is out of this world. It pays so much better than any company I've ever been in. So also we have third-party creditability. So we have so many different types, and I'm seeing stuff every single day of media coverage and stuff like that. Also, we have national awards that have come out, you know, and celebrities even endorsing our products. So we really, truly have the best product in the market. So many people that have been on, you know, other products like Redken and things like that, they've changed over to Monat because they've seen amazing results with it. So we truly do have one of the best marketing strategies in this company. And as nurses, obviously we can relate to people. So why not share the products that you use? It's super simple. And as you can see on this call today, there's a lot of people out here that are nurses that truly have seen a lot of success doing what we're doing. So anyways, that's my story. Thank you guys so much for letting me share. And I'm going to turn it back over to Jessica for the time being so we can hear some more awesome stories. Maybe. Jessica? I think you're muted. There we go. Marianne, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I don't know where Jessica went. Why don't you go ahead and tell us, why you're doing what you do, and tell us your story.
Why Monat?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Can you see me as well?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, fine. Well, I am an LPN that went back to school late in life to get a degree in healthcare administration. And I am from Wisconsin, and I was the healthcare administrator for a women's center, an OBGYN. I managed 10 OBGYNs. Why anyone would want to ever do that? It's crazy. But I convinced them to let me get back into the nursing part of it by doing some labor and delivery. So I taught childbirth education and hypnobirthing, and became a doula. And so I met a lot of gals and helped deliver over 300 babies in my career. I'm one of the older people in Monat. I'm turning 75 on the 31st. So this is a great opportunity for me to augment my Medicare. And I still do a little private duty nursing. But I'm phasing out of that to get into the shampoo business. But this is how it happened for me. I got a call actually September of 2015, and this girl said, Mariana, I don't know if you remember me, but you helped me deliver 2 of my kids. And they're now 23 and 25. And she told me her name, and I remembered her, and she said to me, we were in labor for 24 hours with one of her kids, and she said, I remembered you were kind of a product whore. I said, nice. But actually, you run out of things to talk about in labor, right? Especially when you're sitting bedside for that long. But anyway, what she did was she's a stylist in Wisconsin, and she asked me to try the product. And never sent me any samples. We talked for a while, kind of renewed our friendship, and as soon as we hung up, I went online and I ordered the Renew shampoo and the Revitalize conditioner. And they sent it to me, I tried it, and I fell in love. But what attracted me to Monat more than anything is the ability to help women regrow their hair after chemo and after cancer. And I really think that somewhere down the line that's what I'm supposed to do. But in the meantime, I've become an MMB, and I'm working hard to rank up, and I'm going to Houston, and I'm hoping to see all of you there. But I love what I'm doing here. I love what I'm doing with the Monat, and I plan on making it the career for the rest of my working time, however long that's going to be at this age. So that's kind of my story. That's pretty much what I can tell you. Back to you, Jessica. Can you hear me? Did we lose Jess?
Why we can't hear Jessica?
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Sorry. Well, I was upgrading our account. I upgraded because I wanted to keep us going. So yeah, we're good. So anyway, so yeah. Oh, thank you so much, guys. That was awesome. I appreciate it. And thank you for Christina for taking over. So we're gonna go ahead and get going with, we'll go with Nicole. Nicole, will you join us? Just push the unmute button on there and
Did I get you guys? No.
Nicole?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, there you are. Hello. Okay.
Hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Okay, good.
Great.
Again, I'm new to this Zoom thing too, so it's all these technical things. You'd think, being 28 years old, I could figure it out, but I struggle.
Perfect. You got it. Go for it.
So my name's Nicole. Like she said, let's see. I've been a nurse for a little over 5 years now. I've worked down at Mayo in Rochester, so big level 1 trauma hospital. I did med surg for a while. I was in the cardiac transplant ICU for a little bit. And then I just moved up to northern Minnesota. And now I work in a small town, very small. I mean, the entire hospital is 26 beds. How crazy is that, going from over 1,000 bed hospital to 26? But I work in the emergency room. So definitely found my niche market there. But so yeah, loving the ER. But I started with Monat a little under 2 years ago by accident, I have to say. I was totally against this whole pyramid scheme thing. I hated those home parties. I hated doing them. I hated going to them. I was never going to be that girl that had to sell things to my friends and family. I just didn't want to do it. So I was on a night shift, and I kept seeing these before and after pictures of Monat. And, you make all your decisions, the best decisions, at 4 a.m. on a night shift. And I had texted a good friend of mine who was involved with this, and she was up, lo and behold, and she goes, I'll send you samples in the morning. So I got samples, and they sat on my counter for a good 2 weeks because I just didn't have the time to try them. And I know a lot of people can relate to that, but you wash your hair. There's really no extra time involved. But I finally tried it, and then that day I tried it, I had signed up to join the team just purely for the discount. I still was not going to be that girl that sold shampoo. But people started noticing. I walked into Walmart, and I kid you not, it was 4 different people that came up to me and said, oh my gosh, I love your hair. What do you do? I'm like, well, I guess I have a website. I don't know. So it kind of just fell into my lap. And the more I started realizing people are actually noticing a difference, I just kind of ran with it. And it's been, honestly, you guys, the best thing that I've done. 2 years ago, I was at a point where we were living paycheck to paycheck because my boyfriend he was in the middle of getting his master's degree. So he wasn't working full time. We had just bought a new house. Money was tight. Money was really tight. And this definitely was not the answer for me in my eyes at that point. But the more I started getting into it, it has become everything. Flash forward 2 years, and now we've moved 5 hours north. We've bought our second home, our dream house with acreage. I've cut back my hours to like a 0.6, you guys. I work 3 days 1 week, 2 days the next. I hardly work at all. And it's awesome. I have plans on retiring very shortly, so it's getting there. But, just being able to help people in a different realm other than nursing, and you make more money doing that than you would on a 12-hour night shift. I mean, in order to bring home this extra income that I needed, I'd have to work like an entire week's worth of 12-hour shifts. I mean, it's crazy the amount of income that you can pull in just from washing your hair and helping other people do the same. So, and with the weird hours, everybody talks about not going to the bathroom. It's just so true. But with the weird hours we work, this fits into the nooks and crannies, and you can really do this job, this business, this job, like we like to say, in half an hour a day. I mean, broken up and your breaks. I mean, you really can fit this in. So it's been really a lifesaver for me and my family, and I couldn't imagine my life without it. And that's really why I feel like this moral obligation to share this business side with people, because it's had such a success with me and all of you guys that are on this call. I know it's been massive for a lot of you. So yeah, that's what I got. I'll turn it back over to you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nicole. That was awesome. So yeah, we really cool story. It's so awesome to hear your story, like y'all, because I see you on Facebook. I see every one of you guys. So it's really cool to kind of hear how this has impacted you. So thank you. All right. So let's go ahead and go with Jillian. Jillian, are you ready? This is Jillian. She's actually on my downline, and she's from Louisiana. So I'm excited to hear from her. So Jillian?
Way down south. I have a kind of similar story to Nicole, what she said about working in the ER. I've been an ER nurse for 6.5 years at a big level 1 trauma center down in New Orleans. The only one in New Orleans, actually. But I worked full time all this time. And it was kind of getting to the point where, like, my legs are hurting. And I'm still young, but it takes a toll on you, bending over and, on your feet for 12, 13, 14 hours at a time. And, I don't think that I was looking for something, but I definitely knew that I've got 3 kids and they're involved in everything, and all of those everythings cost a lot of money. And, so things weren't tight, but it was like, okay, well, how am I going to pay for this? And how am I going to pay for that? And it's like, well, I don't want to pick up extra shifts. And so this kind of just fell in my lap. And, like Nicole touched on it, you can fit this into the nooks and crannies of your day. If you've got 10 minutes to call somebody or 10 minutes to follow up with a text or a message or whatever it may be, you can do that. And, I work at night also, so I send a lot of my emails and texts and stuff at night. But, I think the coolest thing about Monat is, what it's done for me personally is I've also been able to go part-time. A lot of weeks I only work 2 shifts, and that's 2 12-hour shifts, whereas I was working 3 and 4 weekly. And that's time away from my family, missing events, missing going out with my husband, that type of thing. And so it's really impacted our lives with just even a couple $100 extra a month. And sometimes it's more than that. And, I've been working really hard at increasing my numbers and getting out there and putting myself out there. And I've really, I'm a little bit different than Jessica. I'm not a quiet person. I'll talk to anybody. but it's really even forced me to get uncomfortable and get on Facebook and talk to people. And so it's been very fun. And I've learned a lot about myself, and I've been involved with Monat for almost a year now. So I think that's about it. But I think the biggest thing is you're not able to, I don't have to work as much, and I get to be at home and be with my people, which has been really nice.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, Jillian. That's awesome. Thank you for your story. So we'll go ahead and go further here. We're going to put on Cindy. Cindy, are you ready?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm on. Okay. Hi, everybody. Story. I love you guys. So it's my first time doing this, so bear with me. I'm having my connection. I'm going in and out, so hopefully it'll work. You still seeing me? Okay. Well, I've been a nurse since 1997. I've been in med surg, pediatric, orthopedic, ICU, preceptor, pretty much did it all. I have now changed over to a cardiac clinic. I am just kind of slowly going into, this is going to be my retirement. I was tired of working 12, 16-hour shifts, very, very stressful, especially in the ICU. But as a nurse, it's the most gratifying job ever. So for me getting into Monat, my sister-in-law had called me. You know, this shampoo company, she's going on, and I'm like, I don't want to get into this. Me personally, I was having problems with my hair. I was losing handles in my hair every day. My hair was dry and frizzy, and I needed help. So I was looking at the shampoo, not the business part. And I said, well, how much is this shampoo? So she told me, I was your $5 a bottle shampoo kind of girl. So I'm like, really? I'm not going to buy this. And so she was pushing more the business. This is going to be amazing. I was looking at it, is this going to really help my hair? So I just kind of let it go. She kept on going on and on, contacting me. I kind of blew her off. Thank God I finally, ordered the product pack. I started using the products. I started noticing a difference. My hair stopped falling out. My hair became thicker. It started to grow, and I was just amazed. So for me, I thought, if this works for me, then I can share it with everybody else. And that's what I've been doing. And when I first started, I started like 18 months ago, last May. I messaged one of our oncologists in the area, all the information, because a couple of people had messaged me about going through chemotherapy treatment. Is this safe? So I was new at it. I wanted to make sure it was. So I sent him all the information, and he got back to me. He says, we need to talk. This is very interesting. I'm very impressed. So I knew right there it was safe for people going through chemotherapy treatments. My cousin, she went through breast cancer treatments, lost all her hair. Her scalp was very, very painful. And she contacted me wanting to get the shampoo, but she couldn't afford it at this time until she got back to work. And I said, I'm sending you an oil and I'm sending you shampoo. That's my get well to you. And it was amazing to her. She sent me this amazing letter. She put me in tears, how it helped her scalp because her scalp was so painful, and just so grateful. And that's, to me, why I share, is it makes me feel good to make others feel good. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Okay.
I'm still able to help people.
That's right.
It's really nice. It's nice to see people sending me pictures, and a week later after they've started using the products, or a month, oh my God, look at my hair, and they're just so happy, and it makes me happy. So then I just started selling more and more and building my team, and I'm having a blast. So I'm not a salesperson, and I don't like getting up and talking in front of people. I'm horrible at that, but I've met so many amazing men and women, and this is a great hopefully retirement for me. So yeah, that's my story.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get Janice. Janice, are you ready?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for organizing this, Jessica. It's great to hear everybody's stories. So I've been in Monat about 15 months, so when we launched into Canada. So I have a home just outside of Regina in Saskatchewan, Canada. So I'm about 10 or so miles out from one of the bigger centers. And my nursing background is, I've been a nurse for over 25 years. So other than, I think, was it Maryland, I'm probably one of the older nurses on here. And my background has always been pediatrics. I started out in a small town hospital where I grew up, and I headed to Vancouver. I worked at Children's Hospital there. And then I came back closer to home, and I've been at Regina General, again, focusing on the pediatrics. I love the kids. I've looked at other things of maybe moving in that nursing area, but I've always just stayed with the kids. Just have a heart for them, enjoyed that so much. And I think in nursing, especially our area, we're doing lots of teaching. You have to have lots of compassion, empathy as a nurse. And I find that can transfer over into Monat so well. But why I was looking for something was because I grew up with a serious health challenge, and I was always told you probably wouldn't be able to do nursing because of it. And I actually went into hairdressing first, only did that for about a year, and then went into nursing because I knew that was my my vocation. And I did fairly well managing my health because I worked part-time as the kids were growing up. And I was a single mom most of that time. So as you can imagine, a part-time salary as a nurse really wasn't gonna pay my bills. I wasn't paying off my mortgage. We weren't doing anything extra and special. We were obviously getting by, but it didn't afford me to have any of those other goals that I wanted to reach financially. And I ended up going back to work full time, and my health started to plummet. So like all you guys talked about, the stress of your hours, the long, we do 12-hour shifts, not being able to go to the washroom when you need to, not being able to eat properly and drink properly really has had its toll on me. So at the time I found Monat, I was really praying for another option, because what I was looking at was, how can I work more hours? How can I throw in a couple overtimes to be able to augment what I needed to just help stay afloat with raising the kids? And when my health was going down, that just wasn't going to be an option for me. So when I saw Monat, and again, I did see a Facebook post and I had looked at that. I did tons of research on it, and I really jumped in from the business end. I love the fact that it wasn't a party plan. I'm been a gal that has looked at all sorts of natural things to help my health along. So the fact that it was natural based and essential oils was another big thing that I loved. So I jumped on with the business, and took me a while to get my products because there was such a big launch into Canada, so it took a little while. And again, with that first wash, I was sold. I loved the product, and as I introduced more of the products to myself, it just showed more and more how I loved it. And I even find, even after using it a year, there's new things that I just start loving about my hair, or the kids' hair, or just family members that I keep getting testimonies from them. So really, I'm just found a blessing that this came into my life. I think there's lots of single moms out there, lots of nurses that are single moms that are in that same boat. They're tired, they're worn out. Those 12-hour shifts are long, and they really lose that family time. So what I've been able to do was, so far, I've replaced at least half of my nursing take-home pay, which has allowed me to cut back some of those hours and just be able to take the day off if I need to and be there for my kids when things are going on. I've got a soon to be 25-year-old, 17-year-old, and 14-year-old, and they still need mom around. I don't want to not be around for their events and their things going on. So I'm just blessed that I've been able to do that. And I really look forward to working with my team of girls. And my goal is to be able to retire and do this full time. I want to still be able to help, to give back to the community. I have really a heart for missions, and I would love to do some nursing missions. So I'd be able to still keep up my nursing and travel, and whether it be at orphanages or soup kitchens, but that's what I want to see, what my future is with nursing, is carrying it to other countries and just experiencing. And I think, Jessica, you had mentioned how I'm an introvert too, but I find the whole direct sales has really brought me out of that quiet little closed shell. If you've got your goals, I'm working with a fabulous director. She's young. She's only 27. It's Kat from Calgary. So hi, Kat, if you're listening. But she really just helps all of us focus. What's our goal? She works with us, and wherever we want to go, she's prepared to help us go. So I love the fact that Monat is a real family company, and that people are working cross-line, and everybody's helping everybody out. It's just a great feel to be part of that. And I'm excited. I had earned a trip to Vegas, so I'm going to be traveling there, and also heading to Houston. So, and my daughter's on board with that, so I'm excited to be working with my daughter, and look forward to doing some traveling with her.
Great. Awesome. Thank you so much, Janice. I appreciate it. Great story. Thank you for all the information you shared. So I'm excited to meet you in Houston. So, all
Look
right.
forward to it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we'll get the next person on the way here. We're going to have Lindsey. Lindsey, are you ready?
Hey, I'm here.
All right, Lindsey. I got to meet Lindsey in Seattle at the Leadership Summit. So I'm excited to hear what she has to say. So go ahead, Lindsey.
I'm a little under the weather, guys, so excuse my voice. But I told Jessica that I couldn't do it, but I just couldn't stand it. I had to be on here. So I'm Lindsey. I'm 30 years old. I'm a market mentor and with Monat. I've been with the company since June of 2015. So coming up on 2 years. I had been introduced to the company by my mom, who is my upline, Julie Smith. And I thought she was crazy. My son was a month old, and she told me that I should take a look at this. And, I was very skeptical. I didn't have time. I wanted to give 100% to my sons. My husband worked away. I could think of every excuse that I could possibly dream up of why I couldn't do this. I joined anyway because she kept bothering me about it. And I love the product. And eventually, I started making a check. I had some friends that had never heard about it in our area. And, I got that first check and I was like, okay, I guess there is something to this. I have worked ER for 5 years. I did a little bit of med surge first and then ER. And I can remember those days, and it hasn't been that long ago, when I would come in, pick my kids up from my mom's house, and my feet would be hurting so bad because we haven't sat down all day. I worked in a very rural ER, and a lot of people think that's not busy, but with two nurses and one doctor, we see about 40 patients a day. And it was tough. We were our own secretary, our own phone service. We did everything, bedpans, whatever. We did it. And so I remember getting my kids and just hardly having the energy to even give them a bath, or, I was just so tired. And my husband works away. He's in North Dakota half the month. And, when I started making money with Monat, I just saw the opportunity, and I have never looked back. I mean, I love nursing, but this is so much better for my family and I, and I'm super excited. I've doubled my paycheck. I've earned a free Cadillac. I mean, I can't go on and on about what this has done for me and my family. My dream goal is to bring my husband home, and I'm very close. And the day I can do that, I'll be so excited. But it's so much more than hair products. If anybody could say they weren't going to do it, it would be me. And now I'm 100% in. So that's pretty much my story. And thank y'all for having me on.
Thank you so much for joining us. I know you don't feel good, so thank you for getting on. I appreciate it. I can't wait to see you at Houston either. All right, so I'm excited. Also, we have another nurse. This is like one of the last ones, and then we'll finish it up, okay? Melanie, are you ready?
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Go ahead.
Hope you guys can hear me okay.
Yep, you're perfect.
Okay, so I'll keep it short and sweet. My story's not very long. So my name is Melanie. I'm from Calgary, Alberta. I'm a nurse and I'm an LPN, and I've got 2 little kids, a 3-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old little boy. So they keep me pretty busy. Just to give you a little backstory, so I was first introduced to Monat in September of 2015 by my upline. And when she first came to me, I was 7 months pregnant. And she was kind of like, well, just, take a look at this. I think it could be really big. And, thought maybe you might be interested. So I kind of looked at it and I was like, not really sure if it's for me right now. I've got the baby coming soon. And I didn't say no. It was just kind of like the timing just wasn't right. So I was also dabbling in another direct sales company. So I kind of just wanted to keep my focus on that. So fast forward a few months, I have the baby, and I start going through some really bad postpartum hair loss, to the point where I was losing handfuls and handfuls of hair. It was scary how much hair I was losing. So I went back to Jen, my upline, and I said, okay, I think I'm ready to try this product. So she sent me some samples, and I tried the samples, and obviously, just like I'm sure everybody else, I fell in love with it pretty much right away. And at that point, I figured I had nothing to lose. So I went ahead and I bought myself a system. Within 2 months of getting the system, I signed up to be a market partner. So I pretty much ditched my other my other company, and I was like, Kate, no, this is what I'm gonna do. So to be able to fall in love with a product like that right off the bat is, I think, pretty unheard of. I knew that I had wanted to do some type of direct sales, but I just hadn't found the right fit. And when I found Monat, it was like something just felt right. It immediately felt right for me. Going back to, I was on maternity leave, and fortunately for us in Canada, we get 1 year off. So I was nearing the end of my maternity leave, and I knew that I didn't want to return back to work full time. Before I had kids, I worked on med surg, doing general surgery. And after my daughter, I went back to working in the clinic setting, doing pre-admission clinic. So just doing all the screening for surgical patients. And I knew that I didn't want to put in full-time hours. I didn't want to have my kids in day home every single day. And I didn't want my life to be dictated by some crazy schedule where I was working 7 days in a row with 2 days off and that kind of thing. I didn't want to miss the weekends with my kids. So I guess for me, Monat kind of came in for me as something that I could bridge the gap for my income. And so I ended up taking on a casual position. I'm now working in the pre-admission clinic. I pick up about 1 to 2 shifts a week. And like I said, I'm a market mentor now, and I'm pretty much bringing in almost double, maybe even triple what I was as a nurse for my income. So for me to be able to still be able to pretty much spend every day with my kids at home is worth it. And I love nursing, and it's almost become my hobby. Going to work is like my hobby now. I almost consider Monat my job, but it's a job that I absolutely love, and I totally wouldn't trade it for anything. So nursing is kind of like my hobby now, and Monat is my job. So that's pretty much where I guess where it all came down for me in a nutshell. So short and sweet, but yeah, I'm loving it, and I can't wait to see where this takes me. I am hoping to qualify for my second month for my Cadillac. So hopefully next month I'll get my Cadillac, and looking forward to seeing all you guys in Vegas and at Monations. And yeah, the future is looking pretty bright with Monat, so it's very exciting.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Thank you so much, Melanie. I appreciate it. Awesome story.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, every one of you guys that got on here, I appreciate your stories. It's just amazing. I love hearing every one of your stories. It's just, it's so awesome. And so just to kind of close this off, I'm going to actually put Christina back on here. She's going to talk about the 3 ways to do Monat, and then we will be done for today. So like I said, I will have this recording, and then that way you can share it with whoever. To share them the blessing of what this business has done for you. So thank you so much for every one of you guys. I appreciate it. It's been a fun planning this. So Christina, you go ahead and share the 3 ways.
Awesome. Thank you. You guys have inspired me so much. I have to just tell you that. So hearing everyone's stories it's seriously awesome. So congratulations to all of you. And I know there's so much more success for all of us in the future. So, and for all of the new people actually listening too, I'm super excited for you guys as well. So like Jessica was saying, there's basically 3 options at this time. And you know, the choice is yours. You can either say you people are crazy, like I did at first, and say this this isn't for me. But, maybe this is for you, and I can share how you can get started with this. So the first way you can actually get started is just being a retail customer. You say, the business isn't for me. I just want to try the product out one time, and I just want to see how it works. You can just be a retail customer if you choose to. The second option is to, and this is actually my favorite option if you're not even remotely interested in the business, as a VIP customer, you get a lot of market partner benefits for being just a customer. So you have control over what you order. You get free shipping. You get so many amazing benefits as a VIP customer, and you're going to get 15% off. So they also give you the option to get your product for free. So being a VIP customer is the best way possible to come in just as a customer and to be able to really, say, hey, I want to give this a shot long term. I want to try it for 90 days or however long you want to do it. And you get a money back guarantee. So as a customer, that's the best way that you can actually do it by, you can save money. I like to save money. I pinch pennies anytime I can. So, with that free shipping and everything, your very first purchase, you actually save quite a bit of money. So, or if you say, hey, I like all of everyone's stories on here, and I actually want to jump in and try and be a market partner and tell my friends and family about this, that's kind of where I was at. I thought, what do I have to lose at this point? And if I can, make a little extra money, I really only wanted to make about $500 a month. And for me, that was a big deal. That was a car payment or whatever, pay off debt. And so coming into the business as a market partner, I thought, well, at this point, what do we have to lose? Like Jessica was saying, it's not just a ground floor opportunity. This is a basement opportunity at this point. So we're still brand new. We're still, a little over 2 years old. And so I want to ask you, what do you have to lose in this moment? Are you looking for something today that could change your family's life? Are you looking for, more time with your family? Are you looking for a vacation fund? Or kind of like me, wanted to just, make $500 a month to help pay some bills and, help our spouses out or whatever. Or maybe you want to do like a lot of these awesome ladies have done and, doubled their income and now are being able to walk away from a career that they thought that they were supposed to be at for the rest of their life. And, this opportunity has, as you've seen, changed so many people's lives. But I want to leave something with you too. As of right now, we are still so brand new that out of the 2.5 years and like 30,000, 35,000 market partners, somewhere around there now, there are literally 3,500 people that are making paychecks from Monat, guys. That is a huge opportunity. We are sitting on a gold mine right now. This is the beginning of Mary Kay. This is the beginning of Arbonne. So many companies that so many of us wish that we could have been in at the beginning of. That's what we're sitting on. We are sitting on a gold mine. So I don't want you to just look at this as some crazy shampoo company. This is more than just that. We are sitting on an opportunity that will change our entire family's existence for many, many years to come. This is a legacy that we can leave to our children, to our grandchildren. And I truly believe that this company is going to be here for a really, really long time. We're just completely destroying any records in the direct sales industry. People from Amway and all these other huge companies are wondering, what are you guys doing? It's because we have a product that no one else has. We have no competition out there. So, I did health and wellness. I was always explaining why my product was better than someone else's. Well, with this, we don't have to explain that. So we are sitting on a once in a lifetime opportunity to be at the very beginning of a multi-billion-dollar industry with Monat. So what do you have to lose? So get back with the person that brought you to this video and talk to them. Say, hey, I want to either be a retail customer, VIP customer, or hey, I want to sign up. Let's do this. I want to be a market partner and I want to change my family's life. So thank you so much for coming on the call tonight. Thank you, Jessica, for doing this. This has been a lot of fun. And now I understand how to work Zoom. So anyways, anything else you want to say before we go?
Yeah, I'll just finish out. Thank you so much, Christina. That was awesome. Yes. Guys, if anything I could tell you, Monat, just give it a shot. What do you have to lose? Like she said, you have everything to gain from this. just take a jump in and trust the person that shared this with you, because of the reason why they shared this with you is because they care for you and love for you. And so just trust them, join arms with them, and do something for your family's future. And there's nothing else better than that. So how exciting that we all get to do something that we absolutely love, but we also get to help people do the same thing. And so I'm super excited for just our future and what it has for us. I can't even imagine what this year is going to bring, but I promise you, we're going to look back in a year and go, oh my goodness. So, and I'm already seeing it now. So super excited. So thank you so much, everyone that got on here tonight. Every one of you have an amazing, awesome story. So keep sharing it. And I promise you, you look after a year, you're going to go, wow, thank goodness. So, all right, you guys have a great night, and we will do this again. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.